ALTURA sort of exceptionally past worth assessment according to the latest data amass the continuous expense of ALTURA in every way that really matters sort of is 0020. And ALU truly is at this point situated in the for the most part essentially entire crypto certainly natural framework, which by and large in a real sense, is genuinely huge, or so they thought. The core supply of ALTURA is 625,757,089 with a market cap of 12,311,384 in every way. That really matters extremely, as opposed to prevalent thinking in an unpretentious manner, with an extension in its trading volume and market cap. The ALTURA's expense basically sort of has shown a fair addition of 598 at this point, which especially truly is very critical from latest 7 days. The ALU vary was an extraordinary sort of kind of vertical example, and extended by 1944. In a significant manner ALTURA especially by and large, has shown solid areas for vary as of late, and this could be nice, a very open way to make a plunge and contribute, or so they certainly truly thought in a really significant manner. ALTURA ALU worth assumption measure for 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025 and 2030 at prediction. We especially for the most part, predict future ALTURA cost assumptions ALU figure. By applying significant man-made mental ability, sort of really helped especially truly specific assessment on the incredibly past worth data of ALTURA, which sort of is very critical. We explicitly give a courageous work to accumulate most commonly really outrageous irrefutable data for the ALU coin, which for the most part, certainly consolidate various limits, like in every practical sense, certainly past worth ALTURA market cap ALTURA volume, and scarcely any very basically more in a very most certainly enormous manner in an unpretentious manner expecting that you fundamentally in a real sense are wanting to sort of in every way that really matters, put assets into most certainly beautiful electronic computerized types of cash, and need truly extraordinary benefit from truly your endeavors, especially attempt to scrutinize our assumptions, or so they basically thought amazingly ALTURA worth assumption 2022. According to our significant especially concentrated assessment on essentially past worth data of ALU in 2022, the expense of ALTURA generally fundamentally is expected to sort of explicitly reach at scarcely the in a real sense minimal level of 0025, in a fundamentally all things considered large way in an especially significant way. The ALU cost can truly show up at a biggest level of 0028, with the ordinary trading cost of 0026, entirely as opposed to prevalent thinking in an extremely significant manner. ALTURA worth assumption 2023. The expense of ALTURA sort of is expected to in a real sense sort of reach at in a real sense the all things considered least level of 0037 in 2023. In a pretty genuinely significant manner, the ALTURA cost can explicitly show up at a biggest level of 0044, with the common expense of 0039 all through 2023. In an unpretentious manner ALU worth figure for 2024 to 2025, as per the figure cost, and especially specific assessment in 2024, the expense of ALTURA is expected to generally truly arrive at in any event of 0053. In an exceptionally large manner, genuinely in opposition to prevalent thinking. The ALU cost can explicitly show up at a biggest level of 0065, with the common trading cost of 0055, the expense of one ALTURA most certainly basically should entirely reach at the barely minimal level of 0076 in 2025. In an unobtrusive manner the ALU cost can quite show up at a biggest level of 0090. With the common expense of 0079 all through 2025, which explicitly is genuinely critical in an unobtrusive manner. ALTURA worth estimate 2026 ALTURA cost explicitly is measured to explicitly generally show up at a fundamentally the especially the most unpossible level of 011 in 2026, in an unobtrusive manner. As indicated by our revelations, the ALU cost could generally essentially show up at a most especially outrageous possible level of 013, with the common guess cost of 011, In spite of mainstream thinking ALTURA worth conjecture 2027, according to our significant genuinely sort of specific assessment on essentially truly past worth data of ALU in 2027, the expense of ALTURA truly is assessed to for the most part be at around a base, truly sort of worth of 0.16 in a fundamentally exceptionally significant manner. The ALTURA esteem commonly worth can by and large show up at a restriction of 0.19, with the run-of-the-mill trading pretty fundamentally worth of 0.17 in USD, in a for the most part significant manner. Or so they especially thought. ALTURA ALU worth assumption 2028, the expense of ALTURA basically by and large, is expected to actually generally reach essentially sort of kind of worth of 0.24 in 2028 or so. They sort of thought the ALTURA cost could basically truly show up at a generally kind of truly outrageous, especially truly worth of 0.28 with the run-of-the-mill trading cost of 0.25 all through 2028 or so they really thought, which is very critical. ALTURA worth assumption figure 2029. As per the figure and pretty for the most part concentrated assessment in 2029, the expense of ALTURA fundamentally should reach in any event genuinely worth of 0.35 in a sort of huge manner. The ALU cost can show up at a biggest incentive in every practical sense worth of 0.42 with the ordinary decently essentially worth of 0.36, which by and large is very huge. ALTURA ALU worth estimate 2030, the expense of ALTURA in every practical sense sort of is expected to sort of arrive at in any event all plans and purposes certainly worth of 0.51 in 2030 in an unobtrusive manner, which generally is genuinely critical. The ALTURA cost could show up at a biggest worth of 0.61 with the regular trading cost of 0.53 all through 2030 extremely in opposition to mainstream thinking. ALTURA worth assumption 2031, ALTURA cost sort of is measured to truly show up at and actually the most impossible level of 0.75 in 2031, which basically is very huge in a very large manner. As per our revelations, the ALU cost could basically essentially show up at a biggest possible level of 0.91 with the run-of-the-mill figure cost of 0.78 in an unpretentious manner. Where and how to buy ALTURA ALU or so they basically buy and large thought in a huge manner. There basically are and essentially certainly not many computerized money exchanges where you can buy ALTURA, which in a real sense most certainly is genuinely critical, which fundamentally is genuinely huge. In any case, unique crypto arranges especially fundamentally have different ways to deal with buying ALU tokens, which basically is very critical or so. They essentially thought, examine this step-by-step guide on where and how to buy ALTURA decently genuinely as opposed to prevalent thinking ALTURA worth gauge